It's Black Friday.
Can you stop playing those bongos for just for a day?
You expect me to not play these bongos when the Baldr Pro R is up to 45% off right now?
All right, I get it. It's a really, really good deal, but can we get rid of them after Black Friday?
Okay, I will not get rid of these bongos. Best I could maybe do is play them a little less.
I give up.
Black Friday with the Baldr Pro R. What's going on, guys? Sean and Kelly here from OlightStore.com. We've got a new video for you in our Black Friday series. Today we are talking about the Baldr Pro R, which is our brand new light and green laser combo weapon mounted light that again is up to 45% off actually right now up until the end of the day on Monday.
Now in this video we're going to take a deep dive into the cosmetic changes and the performance upgrades compared to the previous version. But of course, before we do that, let's go ahead and give one away. Now we're going to give away one Baldr Pro R in the color of your choice. So if you guys win, you get to pick which one. All you guys have to do to enter is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave us a comment below on what you're going to put your new Baldr Pro R on.
Now let's talk about one of the most advanced weapon mounted lights on the market and how you guys can get a huge deal on these right now. The biggest improvement with the Baldr Pro R is the fact that you're actually getting very similar performance to the Baldr Pro, but you no longer have a large laser hanging underneath the light. This also has our magnetic charging functionality, and it even can work with the PL Pro style remote switch if you want to put this on a compact rifle. So the form factor is drastically better compared to the Baldr Pro. Now there's a couple key advantages to the Baldr Pro R form factor compared to the Baldr Pro. The first one is that the actual footprint of the light is much smaller. You don't have that laser hanging down underneath the light anymore. That's completely gone. So instead of having this big additional section on the bottom of the light, you just simply don't have that on here. That's really nice. Another big one is since that green laser is integrated into the reflector, the actual laser itself is closer to the barrel of your firearm. That means that that distance is going to actually be less and you're going to get a more accurate laser. Because if the laser is down here and the barrel is up here, you're going to actually have to tilt the laser up to meet where that barrel is at a given point. Whereas on this one, since the laser is right there where the barrel is, you don't have that gap and that change in angle. So again, you're getting a much more accurate laser with the Baldr Pro R, and it's going to hold zero better, being integrated and closer to the barrel versus this Baldr Pro.
So not only do you have a more accurate laser position, you now have that streamlined form factor with the magnetic charging port on the bottom of the light, which replaced where the laser was on the Baldr Pro, and now you can even use the optional pressure switch as well.
Now with that quick rundown of the key advantages of the Baldr Pro R, let's go to the tabletop, unbox it, and show these to you up close. To save a little bit of time, let's go ahead and only unbox the gunmetal gray version right here. Just know that the other two colors that you see right here are in the exact same packaging. Of course, the light on the front will be in a different color, but you get the idea. It'll be the tan and then the black, depending on which version that you get. Now with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the box. Now, very minimalist packaging, very compact as well. So this is great for a gift if you're visiting family family, something like that, it's really easy to take it with you. But here on the front, you can see it's got a maximum 1350 lumens. Really amazing performance there on that turbo mode, but keep in mind it still has that 300 lumen low mode if you're going to be using it indoors, things like that. It also has a max 200 meter beam distance, which is incredible. That's way more than you need for a pistol, and that's perfectly good enough for you know, an AR-15, anything like that. So now let's go ahead, jump into the packaging, and I'm just going to slide this out right here, and you're going to get straight to the light there. So I'll just take it out of this little plastic wrap. So there we have the gray Baldr Pro R, and then in the back here, really simple, we're just going to have the charging cable. The one that it comes with is the MCC 1A, so this is the 1 amp one. Good thing about this though is, just like the PL Pro, you're able to use the handheld flashlight magnetic chargers, so you don't have to use the special version that comes with the Baldr Mini and the smaller compact rechargeable lights. This will use the same charger as the handheld lights. You could even use the MCC 3 with this, that comes with the Warrior X3, all kinds of different lights that we offer. So it's nice to see that you don't have to use a special charger with this one. You can use just one of the handheld flashlight chargers that you already have, but it does come with this one as well. Now we have the user manual right here, and then of course we're going to have this little toolkit right here with the extra 1913 sized insert. So you can see on the light there is this little insert here that's actually going to go inside one of the notches on your rail. Now the one that it comes with that's sitting on the light when you first get it is the GL version. So this is the smaller insert, but if you have a Gen 5 Glock, maybe you have a Smith & Wesson, something that actually has a 1913 sized rail, then you're going to want to use this included tool, take this one off, plop this one in, and then you're good to go. You're not going to have any back and forth movement. But the good rule of thumb is, if you're not really sure what size rail notch is on your select firearm that you want to put this on, go ahead and put it on with this one, and if there's any movement, then you know that it's too small and you need to put this one in. And that's everything that the light comes with, guys. It's probably the easiest unboxing that I could possibly do for these weapon lights, but really that's all that you guys need. You need your charging cable, you need the different inserts there depending on the firearm you're putting it on, and you're ready to rock and roll. Now in order to put this on your firearm, you're just going to open up this little swing arm, and then you're actually going to push on it, and that will expand the rail. Now when you open this up, then you can put it on your rail, and then once it's in place, you can just lock it down. And it's as simple as that, guys. Now, one thing that you need to note is that when you first get your Baldr Pro R, it will be in lockout mode because this does not have removable batteries. So in order for it to be safe while it's in transit, we lock it out. So in order to start using it the right way, when you first get it, you're going to hold down either side and then hold down the other side together, and then it will get a little bit brighter, just like that. And now we're in standard operation. From here, you can rotate the little selector wheel, and then you can get to the different settings. So I'm in the middle right here. I know because of the bright light, it's hard for you to see the laser, but the green laser is on, or laser only, or we can flip it to light only. And then you can do a double tap to change the settings. You see there, so 300, 1350. And you can just go back and forth by doing a double tap on either side of the switch. Just please make sure that you guys exit lockout mode when you first get yours. We have some people call in and say, hey, for some reason it's not working properly, and it's because it's in lockout mode. So make sure you take it out when you first pick this up. Now I've got the Baldr Pro R here on the bottom, but I also wanted to quickly compare it to the PL Pro and also the Baldr Pro, because honestly the Baldr Pro R is basically a combination of these two lights, and that's really nice to see. So the Baldr Pro here on the top is our previous green laser light that runs off of two CR123A batteries, but you can see that laser there hanging off the bottom. And then we have the PL Pro right here, which which is a very similar design to the Baldr Pro R, but the PL Pro does not have any type of laser. This is just a standard weapon light. Now, if we compare some specs right here, we've got the Baldr Pro on top. The Baldr Pro has a length of 3.3 inches. Now, if we move down to the PL Pro, that has a length of 3.27 inches. So it's slightly less than the Baldr Pro, but they're virtually the same. Now, when we get into the Baldr Pro R, it's definitely longer. That one is at 3.47 inches, so it's not crazy longer, but you should note that it is a little bit longer than these two. Now, in terms of weight, another metric that's pretty important when you have something on your firearm. So we got the Baldr Pro on the top at 4.55 ounces. We have the PL Pro in the middle at 3.25 ounces. And then we have the Baldr Pro R at 4.44 ounces. So it's 0.1 ounce less than the Baldr Pro, and the PL Pro is significantly lighter, even more than 1 ounce lighter than these two. Obviously that makes sense because it doesn't have the green laser module in there. It doesn't have the selector switch. So there's several components that are just not a part of this PL Pro. So you're getting basically the same form factor as the PL Pro with a little bit longer head, but you're getting the same functionality as this beefy, just much larger Baldr Pro. So I really like the form factor of this and the fact that it looks like a PL Pro, but it also integrates that green laser.
So now that we unboxed them and you guys know what to expect when you get yours, and we compared them to the Baldr Pro and the PL Pro, let's shut the lights off and take a look at the difference between the beams in these three.
So here is the Baldr Pro R. Okay, so you got that center hot spot there, and you got a lot of spill going around there. Now this spill is going to be a little bit more of a neutral white, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead, bring it down to the low mode, and you can see it doesn't really change that much in shape. It just changes in intensity there with that center hot spot. And also you can probably see the green laser there in the center of the beam. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the PL Pro. So I'm just going to turn this on, and as you can see, it's a much more neutral white tint on the PL Pro. So you're getting definitely a cooler white beam on the Baldr Pro R. In terms of the intensity and that center hotspot, I would say it's actually very similar between the Baldr Pro R and the PL Pro, and that's a good thing because the PL Pro goes up to 1500 lumens and the Baldr Pro R goes up to 1350. So it's nice to see that, you know, to the naked eye, this white light is very similar on the Baldr Pro R compared to the PL Pro. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the original Baldr Pro and show you the differences there. So here's the original Baldr Pro, and again, much more of a neutral white tint compared to the Baldr Pro R. So if you're a fan of the neutral white tint, then you might want to actually go with the Baldr Pro or the PL Pro. But if you prefer a more cool white style hotspot like the Baldr Pro R right here, then you might want to go with this one. So I would say really the biggest difference, considering that all three of these lights are very similar in lumens and performance, the biggest difference that you're going to see with the naked eye, if you have the PL Pro or the Baldr Pro already, when you receive your Baldr Pro R, you're going to have a huge difference in that tint.
Guys, thank you so much for checking out this overview video on the brand new Baldr Pro R.
Hopefully in this quick rundown, you guys have seen how much better the Baldr Pro R is compared to the PL Pro and the Baldr Pro. I love the fact that it has a similar form factor to the PL Pro, but it has that green laser, which the PL Pro does not have whatsoever. You're getting same performance, so that 1350 lumens on the turbo and that 300 lumen low mode. You have the magnetic charging. You also can use this with the optional remote switch as well. And again, like I said in the beginning of this video, you're having a more accurate laser itself because it's closer to the barrel of your firearm compared to the Baldr Pro that's going to have to move at an upward angle in order to meet where your barrel is. These are absolutely awesome, guys. I love that it comes in black, the tan, and the gray for this initial release, and the fact that you can get up to 45% off right now.
So if you want to check out all of the awesome deals that you can get on your Baldr Pro R, head over to the website and the link is in the description of this video. But before you guys head over and do that, don't forget we're giving one away in the color of your choice. So you have the gray, the black, or the tan to choose from. All you need to do to enter is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave us a comment below letting us know what you're going to put your Baldr Pro R on.
Guys, these are an incredible value during this sale. There is no way that you're going to get a high lumen weapon light that has the white light setting plus a green laser for this price, along with all the other items that we have on our website right now, up to 50% off. This sale ends on Cyber Monday at midnight, so you only have this weekend to grab these deals, and then the price is going to go way up, guys. These are up to 45% off, so please grab them while you can. They're also backed by Olight's awesome customer service and warranty, so have full confidence in these. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you're excited about this new weapon light release, and we'll see you on the next video.